Hiya Paul, lovely to meet you up at the range the other evening and do some further work on your game. Just a quick recap on the key points that we covered. Nice progress made based on the last session. You can see there at the top centre screen how much better your setup looks. We did talk about maybe moving that ball a little bit more towards the badge on your shirt, just a touch more forward in the stance, just about a ball's width further forward. Just to help you with your linear movement, just to help you hit out at the golf ball the appropriate amount as well. You were complaining about the odd hook. Whenever the ball's too far back in the stance and we hit down on it excessively, we're also hitting out at it too much. So moving that ball forward in the stance can just help reduce the amount of outward path we have, or into out path we have. However, key parts of the swing we talked about were the path of the hands. Now initially we said that what we'd like to see is the hands working up the lower red line until waist level. Now you can see there that quite a traditional takeaway really. Club stays low to the ground, works back pretty straight on the pretense that you're trying to create width, which is actually inaccurate, and we'll go over that in some of your future sessions. As a result, the hands and the arms work up very quickly and the left shoulder works quite level to the ground. As that happens, the upper axis is pushed off the golf ball. So you can see the head has started to drift away from that line early in your swing. We continue that to the top. There's more of a move off the golf ball than we would want, and there's excessive side bend away from the target. So I put that line up from your left hip, we want that gap to be less. So the key thought for you during the takeaway was to get the left shoulder working down. You can see here that I'm stood at the side here, just making sure that that left shoulder continues down for longer during the backswing. So that's your rehearsal, that's your feel. The feel is to keep the left shoulder working down throughout the time and space of the backswing. For you to do that, that's going to set up a linkage system or a reaction in the lower body where the left knee is going to flex forward more, the right leg is going to straighten more, the right hip is going to work up rather than staying level. And as a result, will require less of a lifting of the arms to complete the backswing. So you can see that the arms lift and you get very above plane. From down the line with the left shoulder working down for longer, you can see the hands stay on the lower red line for longer. The hands have worked in more. The arms are in more midway back. Base of the right bicep is a nice checkpoint. And instead of lifting the arms to complete the backswing, we just continue to turn, left tilt and extend, and we're in a much more on-plane position at the top where the arms and the shoulder plane match up with one another. So left shoulder down is going to set up a chain reaction. When you view it from face on, left shoulder working down, left shoulder working down, left shoulder working down. You can see at the top of the backswing now, we'll do a line up from the left hip. That gap has been reduced, and the movement off the golf ball, the line we placed at the side of your head, has been reduced also. So the location of the centre of the swing, the axis of the swing, has been maintained. From that position, we start to move that knee forward. We don't quite move it as far forward as we need to. We've got to get this left knee out in front of the left ankle. And I videoed this drill earlier in the day, and I was showing you when you're working on the rehearsal, take it to the max, get the left knee out in front of the left ankle. Now, do you want to swing the club that way? No. But in order for you to get this piece in as quickly and as efficiently as possible, we've got to really up the ante when we're rehearsing this swing. So left knee forward, keeping the shoulders turned. That's the linear movement. You can see as I do that, the hip centre moves way out forward, which in turn will keep the arms in. Going back to the issues on why you need to do that, from the top of the backswing, when we've not left tilted appropriately. The problem we've got here now on the top left is if we rotate, the arms are going to come out and we're going to hit a lot of pulls and cuts. So in order for us to not hit pulls and cuts, what we start to do is we start to work the hips in. That in turn helps suck the arms in, so we extend too soon, and when we extend too soon, that gets the club coming from the inside more. What I'd rather see you doing is moving forward for longer, which in turn will keep the arms and club in, and then turn through it as much as you like. You can see on those now, just get rid of those lines. Already starting to see a little bit more clearance of the hips. On the way through. So forward for longer, left shoulder down, and then keep that left knee moving forward. Like I say, super session, Paul. Can't wait to work with you again in a few weeks' time. Well done.